Hello, my marvellous sausages. Well, the Witch Queen is here. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, I've left this video, the get to 1560 fast, until I can actually see what's going on and not preempt it before the launch. So I've unlocked all the powerful and Pinnacle rewards, so we can all have a good look at those. And then we'll also go over the fastest way for us to get to the 1560 power cap. Right then, let's get on with it. So first of all, I'm going to talk about power level. Now, you can see your main power level here at the top of the screen, and if you hover over it, you can see it's broken down into two little bits. You've got your gear level. Now, this is worked out by adding all your equipped weapons and armor together and then dividing by 8, maths, and that'll give you the average, and that'll be your gear level. Then this number dictates the level at which rewards drop for you in the game. But we shall talk about that in detail in a sexy second. I just want to quickly talk to you about the other contributing factor to your overall power level, and that is your bonus power level. Now, this is linked to the season artifact, which you need to pick up from running the first missions of the new seasonal storyline for Season of the Risen. Now, each time you gain a rank up level here, you unlock the tiers, so you can get your hands on the juicy new mods, and it's worth noting as well, actually, in Witch Queen, we can now unlock all 25 mods instead of just Poxy 12, which is completely brilliant. But if you look down the right, you'll see there's this little diamond meter. Now, each time you fill up that diamond meter, you get a bonus power point added to your power level, the bonus power. Now, the amount of XP it takes to fill up that meter gets a bit bigger each time, so it starts to get a bit long in the tooth the higher you go, but it does apply to all of your characters as boner power level. That's something completely different. Bonus power level applies to all your characters, not just the one that you're on. Now, XP is the fuel here which pushes up your bonus power level, and you earn XP by doing all the activities, cashing in bounties, weekly challenges. Everything basically you do in Destiny 2 earns you XP. But there are ways for you to increase the amount of XP that you get by cashing things in and doing stuff. And the first one I'm going to look at are the ghost mods here. So if you go to your first slot, you can see this one, Blinding Light. Everyone thought that was going to disappear, but it's not. It's back, and it's lasting until season 19. This gives you 12% increase on your XP gains. Next, we've got something called the Well Rested bonus. So every weekly reset, your account will gain a buff called Well Rested, which will increase all XP gains by 100%. Yes, you heard me right, 100%, until you gain 5 levels of your season pass that week. Now, this really is a nice boost, so turning your bounties and your seasonal challenges when you have this bonus is the best way to make the most out of this. When you buy the season pass, you'll automatically get a large XP boost of 20%, and then you can see the smaller XP boost nodes there. They will give you an increase of 2% up to a total of 32%, which is bloody lovely. The other one is called a Shared Wisdom boost. Now, you get this when you're turning in bounties and seasonal challenges and earning XP when you're in a fire team with members who have also bought the season pass. And you can see the icon on the main character screen. This can increase your XP gains up to 8%, but that's, of course, you have to have unlocked that on the season pass premium track. So that's bonus power level and XP poured over intricately. Now let's go and have a look at the new power levels and how to get the rewards in the most efficient way to get yourself nice and buff. From the off, everyone is going to be brought up to what they're calling the new power floor, which is 1350. Everyone is starting at that. This is the first time this has happened since the launch of Destiny 2. So it's pretty important, because usually when you start a new season, you're playing catch up sometimes, but not this time. Everyone is on the same level. So you could really think of this as Destiny 3, really, couldn't we? So from this new power base, our first stop is the soft cap of 1500. A little bit of a gap. Now, the fastest way though to do this is just to play the new campaign. This way you'll enjoy all the new stuff, and any of the rewards you earn will generally increase your level. So blue rare drops and purple legendaries will be showered down upon you, and the blue rare drops will keep pushing you up until you reach the soft cap of 1500, and then, and this is new for Destiny 2 as well, once you pass the soft cap of 1500, blues will stop dropping from playlist activities, so Crucible, Strikes, Gambit and all that. Now, if you're above the soft cap of 1500, never fear, because we'll instead see a slightly increased chance of receiving legendary rewards from the activities, or a small amount of legendary shards as well, so they got our ass covered there. So once you hit the 1500 soft cap, you can go to your director and you'll see all these little gold jewels sparkling at you. These are powerful and pinnacle rewards that open up once you've reached that level of 1500. And then we're marching on from 1500 to the powerful cap of 1550. So let's have a look at powerful rewards first of all. Now there's 3 tiers of these, boo-hoo. The first is tier 1, surprisingly enough. Now these can give you up to +3 power off your base power level, and your base power level is the one that's worked out from all of your equipment. Yes, that doesn't take into account your bonus power level. Forget that for this kind of thing, it's just your base power level. The things that give you these tier 1 rewards are generally from completing 8 vendor bounties. So you've got the 8 Vanguard bounties from Zavala, Shax's 8 Crucible bounties, we've got Gunsmith bounties, Gambit bounties. The new vendor on Savathun's Throne World, it's gained reputation through the new reputation system there. So that's a percentage one. That'll give you a powerful gear tier 1. There's also a new powerful tier 1 in the helm for the Psyops Battleground, opening 2 of the runic chests. 7 Glory playlist wins will do that. Nightfall runs, getting 100% progress, will do that as well. Prime engrams also drop at this power level, tier 1. And don't forget, you've got the Prime Attunement buff, which allows for more Prime engrams to drop. So make sure you cash those babies in as soon as you pick them up. Exotic world drops will kind of drop at this level. And finally, again on Savathun's Throne World, we've got the new 6-player activity, which I have yet to have a go of, the Wellspring Defend look. That is a powerful gear tier 1 too. And don't forget, as you are ranking up with Zavala, Drifter and Shax, pick up your reward engrams from them too. And it's worth mentioning, we also have Banshee leveling up this time round, because he's going over to the new reputation system. You go up Banshee ranks by dismantling legendary and exotic weapons and armor, or completing the daily Gunsmith bounties. And all these levels are global, so it applies to all of your characters. One more quickie actually, look, Dares of Eternity, that'll also give you a powerful gear tier 1, completing that 3 times. Next, let's have a look at the tier 2 and 3 powerful drops, so they can put you up 4 and 5 respectively above your current power level. So first of all, we've got completing the Hawthorne Clan XP, that'll drop a tier 2. And finally, for powerful gear, go into the Legends destination there, and you've got the Vault of Glass look, and that gives you a powerful tier 3. Now these rewards should be completed in order, so tier 1 first, then tier 2, and then tier 3. This will give you the most efficient power increases, and will also make the pinnacle rewards come in at levels that much closer to the cap. Now we also have the legendary story mode. This is brand new for Destiny 2 again. Loads of firsts in the Witch Queen, it's great. Now rewards for completing this, we can get blue gear that drops at 1520. So you're not going to actually want the gear, but it's a perfect infusion fodder to get your level up quickly. And it's also great because you don't have to get a fire team to do them, these legendary difficulty levels. They can be done solo, as the difficulty scales according to how many members of your fire team there are, which I think is a brilliant addition. And just in case you wanted to know, you've got double chest rewards, which offer 1 to 3 extra chests per mission, and each chest will give you Whirlpool gear, XP, upgrade modules, and Glimmer. Then finally, we've got the Pinnacle cap, which is from 1550 to 1560, which is the hard cap, no further this season. Now, the only way to get these last 10 points is through earning Pinnacle rewards. There's 2 levels of these. There's a Boohoo tier 1, which drops at +4 points. Now, it's +4 points if you're underneath 1550, but then after that, it's +1. That's between 1550 and 1560. Then we've got tier 2 pinnacles. They're +5 if you're below the 1550, and between the 1550 and the 1560, then they're +2. Now, the sources of the Pinnacle rewards are in the Vanguard playlist. We basically got the 3 strikes, and we've also got the Nightfall getting the 100,000 score reward. That's on the Nightfall there, and the Grandmaster Nightfall as well. Gambit gives you a Pinnacle reward for completing 3 matches. The Crucible, that'll give you a Pinnacle reward for 3 matches. It can be Control or Rumble or Elimination or whatever the rotator is for the week. In the Helm, we've got the Seasonal Vendor is a Pinnacle reward for defeating 10 champions. So that's a nice new one there. In the Dares of Eternity, we've got the Dares of Eternity. If you get 250,000 or more for a Pinnacle reward there. And the Grasp of Avarice dungeon is a Pinnacle reward too. Lovely, eh? 2 of them there. And finally, if you pop to Savathun's Throne World, there's a new exotic quest that pops up after you complete the campaign, look, and that's a Pinnacle reward as well. Powerful Cabal you got to defeat for that one. Lovely. So the Pinnacle sources are a lot fewer than the powerful sources, but they are there for the taking. Now then, what's the best and most efficient way to grind all of these things out? So I'm going to go over this from the point of view of having 3 characters, okay? We all have a main character that we use, then there's a second one that we don't like quite as much, and then we have a third one that we don't really bother with at all. But what we're going to do for the first week of Witch Queen, you need to run the campaign and get your main guardian, your favourite, up to the soft cap of 1550, and then run as many of the powerful and Pinnacle rewards until you've done everything you can. Then once you've done that, you want to move over to your second Guardian, and then finally repeat the process with your third Guardian. Now, one important thing to remember. Give your highest weapons that you have earned on your first character over to your second character before they are playthrough. Now, the reason for this is that the drops you get are calculated from adding up all of your 8 slots and getting an average. So the weapons from your first character will give your second character a power advantage from the off. So when week 2 comes along and all the powerful and Pinnacle rewards become available again, and we carry this on, but we want to reverse it. You don't want to start with your highest Guardian, you want to start with your lowest. And basically you're just doing the reverse. So you do everything with your lowest Guardian, and then that then pushes up your second Guardian, which then in turn complete your second Guardian, do your third Guardian, who is of course your most friendly, powerful, lovely Guardian, who you want to give a kiss to. They will get the greatest benefit from the biggest power level jumps. And that's the way you want to follow it. Week after week, do your lowest, middle, then highest. And you'll find that your highest reaches the peak much quicker. And then of course you can do your second, and then finally your third. Now, unless you're looking to get yourself at a good level for the Raid 1 race on March the 5th, there's no need for you to rush this, of course. But this structure of doing your lowest Guardian, then your second, then your first, is the one that's going to get you up through the ranks a lot more quickly. And if you've got any hints and tips on leveling, any little secrets that you might know about, please let us know in the comments. That will be utterly fantastic. And let me know how you're enjoying the Witch Queen as well. And if you really want to help me out and help the channel out, don't forget, give me a like and a subscribe. I would be absolutely brimming with delightfulness. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage. Hoot.